ZZ Ward is on a 3-show swing through Colorado and joining us in KBCO Studio C. And the last show tonight at the Gothic Theater. That's going to be nice when you can, well, especially with our altitude, have a few shows in one area.
It sure is. It's been really nice to just be able to get used to breathing on stage and moving around, and I've definitely enjoyed it.
From Aspen to Boulder and now the Gothic Theater tonight, and I understand you'll be filming your performance this evening?
Yeah, we're filming. We're trying to get a lot of different content, a lot of visual content to go with things. So, we love the energy at a Denver show and the Colorado shows in general. It's just a wonderful energy here. So we're trying to capture that.
Well, I know you have some new songs out. How would you like to begin?
I think we'll start it with one from my first album called Put the Gun Down.
I've heard some quotes from you that writing songs is your therapy. I mean, to get things out, to work through things. I mean, how important is that to be able to express it in that way?
It's something that I think once I discovered that it would help me get through a situation, then I was just hooked on it, So I think when I was 16 and I wrote my first song, and it was oh, that made me feel better. Then it was my therapy. So I've kind of always done it, and since then, and it's interesting. Sometimes when you're too upset about something, it's it's a little too raw to write. It just has to be that perfect sweet spot where you can kind of put it into form.
And I think a lot of musicians, and you probably would agree, that it's easier to write when you're mad or you're down than when you're having the best day ever. And
yeah,
when you're having that walking on sunshine kind of day, that's when it's difficult to write.
Yeah, I think it's interesting, though, with the person that I am. I mean, I always find stuff to be upset about. So works to my advantage when it comes to making music. So, sometimes I'll tap into something, if I come up with something, some chords or something, that I kind of let the music lead me where I want to go. One of my recent songs, Sex and Stardust, it's it had a certain vibe to it that took me back to a certain time in my life when I was going through something too. So it might not be something I'm going through at the moment, and it might be something that took me maybe years to come to resolve with, so.
ZZ Ward in KBCO Studio C. ZZ, when you first walked in, I almost didn't recognize you without one of your trademark hats. I understand you are now designing and making hats?
Yeah, I am. I started, which is funny because I'm not wearing them as much either. But, I think that there's times when I want to and there's times when I don't. And I think that there's something freeing about my new music, too, where it's just I want the songs to lead it more than anything else. And I always was kind of fascinated by the process of hat making. And so I figured out some people that I learned from to make them, and it also just gave me more of a chance to, if I wanted to come up with some crazy color or do something different, that I could just make it myself. So it's been a fun hobby that I've gotten into.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Can you do another song for us, please?
Yes, absolutely.
I love that line. I hope you break her heart like you broke mine. And I'm sure you've connected with a lot of people with that song who go, amen, sister.
Yeah, it's been, the more I've been playing it, the more I've been getting less embarrassed that I wrote it. To be honest, when I first started playing it out, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that. But no, it's okay.
Yeah, and like I said, I think a lot of people can relate to that. Great to have you back in KBCO Studio C. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
ZZ Ward in concert tonight at the Gothic Theater. KBCO Studio C, sponsored by Breckenridge Brewery. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good job, guys. Sounded great.
Thank you.
Way to go, dudes. Dudes and ladies.